Hello. Hi, hello. Welcome. Welcome to part 3 of the level 1 Twitch stream of Broken Sword, the Shadow of the Templars. First of all, I guess I have to apologize for the last stream. So if you're watching this live on Twitch or you're watching the YouTube video, yeah, the last stream, so for part 2, I seem to have the game audio muted, and I kind of have like an interface there where I can see the levels moving, so I can see what's being streamed, and there weren't any problems with it. And maybe it was because I don't know, I had something muted, or I had something clicked off. I don't know. Basically, I'm just going to do a quick test here live on the stream to see if my audio is coming through okay. Something muted. So it looks like my voice is coming through okay, at least. That's half the battle. But I need to double check that the same is happening with the game, essentially. So I'm just going to do a quick test and we shall see what happens. So we're just going to talk to this guy first.
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, no,
What if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was... It was...
Are you attempting...
I...
An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was
Okay.
12 and was... It was...
Are you attempting...
So it looks like we're in business. It looks like it's coming through correctly on the stream. So I didn't know what went wrong. Unfortunately, it was probably my longest stream last time. It was like an hour and a half. So the fact that I didn't notice, or obviously I think live, I don't think anyone watched it live, so there wasn't anyone to tell me, hey, you're muted, dude. Hey, the game's muted. Can't hear what's going on. Luckily, halfway through the stream, I did actually change the game options so that text was coming up when the characters were talking. So that was kind of like a bit of a win, I guess. But still, it's kind of a shame because I didn't really want to go back and stream that whole section in the game again. I thought I'd just pick up from where I left off. So we missed a lot of the stuff in the Ireland pub. And now, after we've done a little bit more digging, we're going to try and make our way to this castle in Ireland. So yeah, let's pick up where we left off with Broken Sword Shadow of Templars with George Stobbart and his bad attitude, really. That's what we got to say. He's got a bad attitude. Right, let's chat to this guy on the thing. Chat to him about castle.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
That's pretty old. Pretty old castle. What else have I got to ask him about? This is the thing. I've got so many items now that I'm almost like, Jesus Christ, what do I even ask him about?
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
Professor
No,
Pegram, I
he's
guess.
packed up and gone.
That makes
Do you
sense.
happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Professor Pegram.
Do you think Pegram's disappearance is due to the curse?
Look at the facts. He dug up the gem. He disappeared. Bingo. It doesn't take a degree in mathematics to work that one out, does it? You don't have to be a smarty Pythagoras with a calculator.
I guess not.
Pegram has run off with the gem.
Ah, that's what you think happened, did it?
This is the gem that Pegram found in the castle.
I got the gem.
So that's what all
I got
this
a gem.
was about. I can't see why myself. Why men would fight and steal and kill over a little bauble like that.
Well, it's kind of neat the way it sparkles. Did you happen to see a red sports car?
There was a
down
Ferrari
the road?
knocking about.
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
It's a good point, actually.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
A relief
What for?
that he's been
What you
abducted.
say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
I mean, the man makes a good point.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle. His own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
This guy's off his head.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean.
No, you don't.
I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvelous. I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
He's just gone off for a drink, isn't he? He'll start his
He
inquiries
strode
in the
off in
bar.
the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
Interesting. Right. So I'm guessing. Okay. There's the door to castle. I'm guessing I'm going to have to climb the haystack. Yeah, give it a go. Give it a good push.
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
I think even if you work out, you're not going to be able to push that castle door. He's pushing it the wrong way as well, isn't he? Get your arse up there, George. Climb to haystack. Go on. Get in
Stack
there.
of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
What does he mean by that? Right, is there anything to... Anything to touch? Anything to... Is there any... No grabby? Go on. Ah. Damn you. Middle left. What do I do? Is there anything I can use?
Maybe not.
I swear you've got to use that in some context. Come on, you can get out there, George, you twit. Well, I saw something then.
I pushed my fingers into the narrow... I pushed
my fingers into the narrow rock. There we go.
I inserted the end
Again,
of the lifting key
another
in the
thing
mortarless
on this
crack
game
and
where it's
gave it
like,
a firm shove.
if you don't know
It
it's there,
remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
if you don't know it's there, you're gonna fail miserably. There he goes. Has he changed his clothes since the start of this game? Dirty boy! Oh my god. There's a goat! See you later, mate. Can I walk over it? No! Look what he did to me! Little bearded git. Can I talk to the goat?
Hey, Billy. The animal fixed on me with an evil glare. Behind the malice and resentment, there was a cool intelligence. How you doing, boy? I felt as threatened as I'd been by the assassin and his goons in Paris.
Scared of a goat? Grow up, George! So, let me try that again. Ah! I'm gonna have to do something to distract him, aren't I? Am I dead? No, I'm not dead. I thought George was dead. Murdered by a goat. Can I get myself down the hole? Get yourself down the hole. Ah! A goat has been left here to, like, guard the... Guard the what? Is he dead now? No, he's still alright. How many times can George get knocked over before he dies? That is the question. Okay, so I'm in here. I've got to somehow distract the goat in order to get where I want to go. So let me remember what I've got to do. Let's have a look. Can you hear him? Munchings and crunchings. Can I go down here? What am I doing? Grab it, grab it, grab it. Bloody hell, goatee. Little git, innit? What am I supposed to do? Further over. Can I go further over? What am I supposed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can't remember. So I get the goat to knock me down. But then he, like, shifts himself back. What about something to do with these bags? I think I've got to, like, there's something where I've got to, like, move that. Don't get me. Hey, goatee.
Hey, Billy. The goat responded with a cool and penetrating stare.
I think I've got to get him, like, tangled up somehow. Get over here. No! Smash me into the... Oh, he's a bastard, isn't he? He's a dirty bastard. Ah! Fuck! I swear I've got to, like, move the plough or something. Can I distract him somehow? No, don't go back there. Come back. This way. No! What's he playing at? If anyone's watching this stream, Pitufo Tiltiedo, do you know what I gotta do? I'm assuming with that little gesture, you know what I gotta do. I'm not got like... I've definitely got to move that... Ah! I've definitely got to move that plough thing a bit, and when I move it, he gets caught in it. How do you run? Isn't there a way of like running over? Ah! No. You can run. Ah! I didn't even do anything then. think. Ah, dude. Don't make me think. I feel like when I get I can't think. When I get properly stumped like this, my brain just shuts down. Oh no! I feel like you're just winding me up now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, I think I remember. Do I remember? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's try again. So I think I'll get up and go when he's like falling down, right? So he knocks me over. And then when he's like shifting back. Get up. Oh, it didn't work. Talk to the goat. Bargain with the goat. Ah! Get up, get up. I didn't work that time. See, the like. He's gonna butt me. Get up, 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 up. Go, 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 go. It didn't work that time. This is actually embarrassing. I mean, let's try again. I need help. Go, 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 go. Yes! That's got to be it. That's got to be it. How ridiculous. So specific. Oh, he's tied up. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Persistence. I mean, that is so specific. This game makes a mockery of logical thinking. And maybe it doesn't. Excellent. Thanks for all your support and help. I don't mean that sarcastically, honestly. But, there we go. Let's get down here. Okay. Here we are. In a little weird area. Excavation area. Yeah. You like small sacks, do you, George? What is it? Cocaine. Ah, oh, Pastor. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bless you, George. Bless you. What else? Okay, well, yeah, we've already done that. Can I get a bit more? Oh, right. You've taken it all. Selfish. Let's have a look. Oh. You knocked it over, basically, George, is what you're saying. Oh, don't worry, it just overbalanced. I've realised I left the game on mute again. Puh! It's alright. I'm back. We're back. I gotta stop doing that. Pitufo Tiltiedo, I really hope I'm saying your name correctly. I apologise if not. Broken Sword's your favourite game. You're in a speedrunner and you have the world record. Is that legit? I'm very impressed if so. What can I do with
I
that?
placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall. Nothing happened.
Interesting. For you to watch streamers like this, like me, obvious Broken Sword amateur, even though I've played it like probably 3 or 4 times before, seems I just don't remember anything about it every time. It's definitely one of those games though that unless you know exactly what to do, if you're coming into it blind, it's incredibly difficult.
As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
Ah, so does that mean?
I placed my fingers in the 5 impressions left by the fallen stone.
So
it was weird. They fit perfectly.
It's pretty much that statue goes up there somehow. If that's the case. So I think I got to drop the plaster of Paris into the holes. Into the bloody holes. There we go.
I placed my fingers in the 5 impressions left by the fallen stone. It was weird. They fit perfectly.
And now I can add... Wait, did I do it? Did I add the plaster of Paris there? Okay. And then I think I've got to add some water from...
I sprinkled the plaster
the
on
towel.
the sand until
Again,
the holes were filled.
If you don't know, you've got to do this. You love the casual game too. Okay, cool, yeah. Watching somebody try and work out what the hell they need to do must be entertaining. I can imagine. So then, water from the beer towel. Again, so specific. Imagine I didn't pick it up. I'd have to go back and do it.
But it was barely damp.
Oh. What does that mean? Barely damp. Does that mean it's just dried? And I have to go and do it again? That would be annoying, wouldn't it?
I smoothed the plaster.
Damn.
I squeezed the towel as hard as I could, but it was barely damp.
English is good. Pitufo. Your English is good. I understand you perfectly. My English, probably not so much. I'm assuming I have to go and get some water from... Bit annoying that I've got to do that. Pitufo, what language do you play the game in? Come on then, get yourself back down there. And when did you get the world record? Spanish. Hola. That's probably as far as my Spanish is willing to stretch. Need some water for the plaster of Paris. Gonna make a mold in the thing. Okay. Towel. Water. I left the water running down here. Like one of the wet bandits.
I held the towel.
Soak it. And then go. Get yourself back to castle. 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 39 seconds. Pitufo, Tiltiedo, finished Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars in. That's very, very impressive, considering this is the 3rd part of my stream. And I think so far I've definitely... Each stream has been like an hour and 20 minutes, so... Pitufo, do you have any speedrunning records for the other Broken Sword games? Yeah, so I reckon I'm approaching 3.5 hours so far on this one. Go on, George. Go, 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 go. Don't let it go get you again. There we go. Let's add. No, he can't get it out, can he? Okay, so let's add the water. Oh, no, did it wrong. Incorrect. There we go.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster.
We've got a hairdryer to make it dry. Oh no, there we go.
I eased the sub underneath. It had formed a perfect copy of the statue.
George, you are a brainy fellow. I wouldn't think to do that.
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
I'm just going to write a question. I'm just writing a question to Pitufo. Have you got a speedrun record for any of the other Broken Sword games? Or just this one? Aha! Google Translate. Very helpful. Let's go. Let's get down there. Luckily I brought the flashlight. Look at your channel. Pitufo, I will. I will look at your channel and...
So, where did you stay last night?
Oh, wait.
At McDevitt's. I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead. Then Leary woke me in the middle of the night to help bail out the cellar.
Good joke.
The cellar was flooded?
Yeah, some idiot had left the faucet running.
And you say Pegram has disappeared?
Without a trace. But
Pitufo, I have followed you, and I will watch some of your videos. See if I can get any Broken Sword tips.
The Templars gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
Feel free to follow me too, and you can enjoy the rest of my pain as I struggle with this game.
The media got its claws on him.
Yeah, if I was his agent, I'd get him to lose the pipe.
That dig must have been pretty important to him.
There we go.
He resigned his chair at Durham University to go to Ireland. And now he's disappeared. See what you can find out about Professor Pegram.
I'll speak to the university. What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man.
Okay. So, what is next? Talk to her about
What
Pegram.
do you know about Professor Pegram?
I've seen a television program, Pegram's Past. He's written a book, The Crusader Families of Ireland.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. That's the gem that Pegram found.
Oh, the gem.
That's the tripod.
Okay. Okay, Pitufo. Broken Sword 1, 2, free director's cut. Wonderful. I will check
Can't
out
sit here all day.
your videos.
Much as I'd like to.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobino at the Kron Museum. And why don't you see if Rosso has heard anything?
Okay. Anything else I can do for you while I'm out? Shopping, a trip to the laundromat?
Just take care of yourself.
Jesus. A little bit, Thank you, Pitufo. That's great. I look forward to checking out your channel. Okay, so I'm assuming now... What did she say? I kind of missed it. Anywhere else? Museum, Rougerie, Poste du Palais, Café de Chantel, Verte. Police station, right? Okay, here he is.
Excuse me.
What do you want now?
Have you heard of a man called Marquet?
Yes. He used to be known as the Mole of Montmartre. I heard he's been hospitalized, probably by one of his rivals.
Interesting.
Which hospital was Marquet taken to?
The Hagenmeyer Clinic in the Avenue des Hérissons.
Hospital.
Why was Marquet known as the Mole
Yeah,
of
why
Montmartre?
was he known as the Mole
Because
of
he lived in Montmartre, I suppose.
Yeah, but why the mole?
I don't know. Maybe he ruined people's lawns.
Good point. What about the gangsters?
I'd like to report an
These
assault.
gangsters
Yes, monsieur?
took me on.
Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
What are you going to do about Flap and Guido, Sergeant?
Thank
I'm
you,
going to bust them, monsieur.
Pitufo.
For years I have been hoping to
I have
pin something on
struggled
that pair.
a few
Now's
times
my chance. I'll show them.
and got
I'm
stuck.
the
It
inspector.
can be quite
Thanks,
difficult.
Sergeant. Thanks for taking me seriously.
I'm
It
only
can be
doing my
quite
duty,
confusing.
monsieur.
But as I played it before, years ago, I've remembered some
Is Rosso
parts
here?
of it.
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Nah.
Not really.
Nah. Right, so I'm assuming I
See
can
you
go
later,
to
Sergeant.
the hospital. Right, he's told me where the hospital is. Hopefully the hospital will now appear on the map. That is usually what happens, right? There we go. Hospital.
The old building managed to retain some of its original grandeur, but the modern additions look like a baseball cap on a statue of a medieval saint.
Okay. What can I click on? The ambulance.
I felt a little guilty as I tried the door, like I was about to rob a grave. I gripped the handle with an involuntary tremble in my hand and pulled. The door was locked.
I mean, it's not surprising, is it? Get yourself
The
in.
door was locked.
Come on. No need to go in the ambulance. Okay. Wow. Look at this place. Jesus. Chandeliers. Right, so I can go down there. There's two people to talk to. Who's this guy milling about? Come on, dude.
Hi, my name's George Stobbart.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
I want to come
Call
and
me
talk to
George,
the mole,
right?
dude.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's my name.
My name's Benoit, but everyone calls me Bunny.
Bunny?
That's right. I used to have this cute habit when I was a kid.
Keep it to yourself, Benoit.
So, Pitufo in the Twitch in the Twitch chat says he's the discoverer of a game bug which allows you to move quickly. It consists of clicking both mouse clicks in the direction you wish to go. You can try if you want. What, both at the same time? Wait, let me just try.
Forget it.
Like alternate or just both together? I'm on a Mac mouse, which might be different. Okay, let's talk to this dude.
Hey, there's no need to shoot. What do you want?
Tell me about the mole
Do you
man.
know
No, sir, I don't know much about any of the patients.
I've never met a doctor who admits that he's only human.
I'm only a trainee, sir. I'm sure I'll get the hang of things.
Bup, 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 bup. Anything else you got to say to me?
Do you recognize the man?
No, monsieur.
Does this gem mean anything to you?
Not me, sir.
See you later.
Right.
Don't seem to be many options. What's that noise? Sounds like,
Excuse me.
is that our computer?
Yes, sir.
Is this the Hagenmeyer Clinic?
That's correct.
I thought I was in a garden center.
Oh,
Who's this
the
dude?
plants. They were my idea. A little greenery to evoke the spirit of nature. How may I help you?
Marquet?
I'm here to see Jacques Marquet.
Oh, yes. Are you related to our client, sir?
Am I related to him? To be fair, George has been lying so much. What is another lie gonna...
Yeah, I'm his,
Yeah.
long-lost brother.
A brother half his age with a different name and an American accent.
Yeah, people always say that. I blame Mom. We were separated at an early age. After a mix-up
this is a...
in the nursery.
This
at the
lie is really
Oakland
going
shopping
somewhere,
mall.
isn't it?
I've never heard anything so ridiculous in all my life.
I guess not.
Oh, stitch me right up there,
So,
isn't she?
do I get to see Marquet before the funeral?
That attitude will get you nowhere. My instructions were quite clear. No one gets to see Marquet. So unless you can prove you're a relative or a close acquaintance, you're wasting your time here.
Prove I'm a relative or a close acquaintance.
Have you seen this man here at the clinic?
No, sir. And I never forget a face.
So sure.
Look at this ID pass.
So you're Merlin. Marquet's been asking for
Oh
you.
my god, that
For
was...
me?
Yes.
That was lucky.
He was shouting your name when they brought him in here.
Merlin. Ah.
Now, let me see. He was on Ward B12, as I recall.
That card is becoming so useful. I've used it for about 5 different things so
he's
far.
being transferred to... Oh dear. He's on Ward J2.
What does that mean? Gonna die. Bored.
Nurse Grendel's ward.
Uh-oh. I mean, I don't even know anything about Nurse Grendel. Is she particularly...
What's so bad about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off the Marquis de Sade. Everything, I mean everything, is done to a strict routine.
Sounds lovely.
6 o'clock, alarm call.
Oh.
6:10, bowel movements, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result. Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's dogs.
She sounds like a real nightmare.
Sounds terrifying.
And then some.
She makes you get up at 6 a.m., have a shit, and if you don't do it, she punishes you? Ah. So, where do I go?
If Nurse Grendel is that bad, how come the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
Oh, you mean she's been here a long time?
No, I mean there's not a man in this clinic who hasn't sprawled out on her.
I was beginning to get the picture.
Wow.
This woman was jealous, with a big green capital J.
There isn't a man in this clinic who hasn't been sprawled out on her.
How do I find Nurse Grendel's
Yeah, how do I
ward?
get there?
Down the corridor on the left, turn right at the senior consultant's washroom. Right again at the executive coffee lounge. Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2.
Am I
Good luck.
am I really supposed to remember that?
Has Marquet been visited by a man in a clown costume?
Oh no.
You haven't seen a man in disguise?
Well, there's Theodore the Bear. He comes every Thursday to entertain the children. Personally, I think he scares them half to death in that crummy old bear suit. If I was stuck on my back with tubes in every orifice, he's the last person I'd want to see.
Can I talk to
Thanks
this
for your
guy now?
help, ma'am.
You're welcome.
She was very helpful. This dude.
Hi, my name's George Stobbart.
Really? If you wish to make an appointment, see the receptionist.
Maybe I will. You recognize this guy?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, sir, I do not.
Well, that's a shame. Where did he
Thanks
come
for your
from?
help.
Was he even helpful in any way? So I'm assuming the only way. Oh wait, I can go that way. Maybe we'll go this way first. So there's two different directions to go. Let's try this one first.
As I turned the corner, I saw the source of the
Oh,
hellish
that's the
noise
noise.
which echoed through the
I
corners.
thought it was the
It was an
receptionist
industrial
computer for
polishing
some
machine
reason.
with an odd-looking guy in tow.
You're ever so rude, George. Why is he odd looking?
Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things
He's
seem,
English.
I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah?
So we've got
What's your
an
secret?
American receptionist,
Why, it's easy. All you have to do
an
is
English
smile
janitor.
and whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling...
It's a deal.
Jesus, that was a bit aggressive.
Do you know a nurse called
Talk
Grendel?
to me about Grendel, mate.
Sure I do.
Is she on duty today?
Yeah. End of the corridor, Ward J2.
Nice. What about
Do you know where I'd find a
The mole
patient
man.
called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
Mr. Shiny?
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years and he's never let me down once.
That's good. Good to know,
How
Mr.
come
Shiny.
you're so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Show
Yeah,
some
Mr.
respect
Shiny.
to Mr.
It's
Shiny.
just that...
You think it's odd,
Mr.
don't
Shiny.
you?
No, I
don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted. I heard them snorking behind my back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull through.
Whatever you've got with this metal mop foot is probably a fine
It's absolutely
and noble
fine.
thing.
Totally
It is.
normal.
Say, it's not every day I meet someone as crazy as me.
Calling me crazy?
See you later.
I don't need to ask him
Yeah.
about
Take care
those
now.
two guys, do I? Anything I can click on round here? So I can go in there, go in there. Where's that? Two different places? Go that way. Oh wait, water fountain.
Maybe the face of the unaccountably happy domestic had made me unduly suspicious. I mean, I knew it was only my imagination, but the water tasted, well, peculiar.
Well, what's it let me do there?
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine
Uh-oh.
coughed, spluttered, and died.
Probably shouldn't have done that. It's a bit harsh, shouldn't it?
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Wait, can I now do something with Mr. Shiny? Oh, I thought I could, like, steal Mr. Shiny while he was doing that, but I don't seem to be able to do anything. Uh-oh. Screw it. I mean, I could keep fucking with him, but probably not going to do that. A few minutes later. What? That one? Aha! Here we are. Nurse Grendel. Okay, arms crossed. She looks pretty stern.
Oui, monsieur.
Is this Ward J2?
It is, but you're not supposed to be here. We have strict rules about visiting hours.
Can't you make an exception? I've come all the way from California.
You must speak
Especially
to the doctor.
for
I
this.
can't wait that long. What if he snuffs it?
You can't talk like that here. This is a hospital.
Don't use the word snuff.
You will have to leave.
I don't want to leave.
Do you have a patient named Marquet on this ward?
Oui, monsieur. He is in the private room at the end of the ward. He has been placed in strict isolation.
Okay.
You can tell me how my brother is, can't you?
Of course, monsieur. What is his name?
Jacques Marquet.
Let me see. He's satisfactory.
I was told he was dying.
Well, he is, but the doctor described his condition as satisfactory. That's quite an improvement on yesterday.
Do you know who paid for Marquet's room?
No, of course I don't.
Preferential treatment like that must cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
That's not my concern, monsieur. Why, yes, we do. A professional clown.
I'll bet he lightens the place up.
Hardly. Monsieur Boissy has been in a coma for the last 3 months.
What's wrong with Boissy?
Yeah, what happened
He
to
was
him?
involved in a very nasty accident.
Car
A
accident?
silly stunt involving a unicycle.
Oh no.
His current condition is due to post-traumatic shock.
Went all the
It's
way in, I
unlikely
reckon.
he'll ever perform as a clown again.
It's an ill wind that blows nobody any good.
An ill wind. Is that literally all I can do in here?
Thank you, nurse.
You may come back at
Thanks. When is that?
the second Tuesday of
Tuesday.
each month.
Wow. You back with the man, Mr. Shiny. Okay, so I have got to do something with Mr. Shiny then. Pitufo. Is that correct? I'll be right back. Hang about. I will be right back. Well, Mr. Shiny's noise was going the whole time. Look in the closet. What, the room? I got you. Next to Mr. Shiny. I'm assuming what I need to do.
Hey now, you can't go in there.
How come?
Yeah, why not?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard. So I'm assuming. Pull the plug out. He'll come round to have a look. Yeah. That's right. Easily
As I tugged
tricked.
the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
Not again. This is not a good day.
Gutted. Wait, I'm assuming I got to go in there, but my arrow's disappeared. Plug it back in, go on. Go on, before he gets back. Cheeky. I mean, so far, So
Dr.
far,
Stobbart at your
there we go.
service.
Thank you, Patufo. So far, I've impersonated pretty much everybody. I've definitely impersonated police, a journalist, and now a doctor. I've gone in the wrong room. So, if I go back now and Nurse Grendel just says, "Oh, fine, you can come in and have a chat to her," she's not got a good memory. She's not going to remember a face.
Good afternoon, doctor.
Oh, hi. Is this Ward J2?
Yes, sir. The patients are ready for your inspection, doctor.
Thank you, nurse. Well,
Wow.
who's first?
Monsieur Croquet in bed 2.
What's his problem?
He's been complaining of loss of consciousness. You'll need this,
Falling asleep.
doctor.
What's he going to give me? What's she going to give me, sorry? It's a what?
She gave me a long, narrow metal box and a stunning smile.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Is George Stobbart keen on Nurse Grendel?
Hi, I'm Dr. Stobbart.
Hello, Doctor.
The nurse told me you keep losing consciousness.
That's right. I've had the problem as long as I can remember.
English as well.
It's a real out-of-body experience.
Sounds similar to the
Like
janitor.
death, but not so conclusive.
I see. How long does it last?
Just a fraction of a second, and then I recover.
I might not have been a doctor, but I was formulating a diagnosis all the same. This guy was nuts.
I know exactly what you mean. It's known in the medical field as blinking.
Is it serious?
Of course it isn't serious. It's perfectly natural.
But just think, 2 seconds every minute. Why, that's almost half an hour every day. 2 weeks out of every year spent in total darkness.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
have
a good
time
point.
to listen to this baloney.
I don't have time to listen to this baloney.
Which bed is Marquet in?
He's round the corner, in solitary.
What's the matter with him?
I don't know, but the men who brought him in were wearing masks and rubber gloves. Hey, you're a doctor. How come you don't know?
We doctors don't know everything.
Then how come you act like you do?
I'm a good actor. George Stobbart is a great
Has
actor.
Marquet had any visitors?
Nah, neither have I. That's the worst thing about being in hospital. You feel like the rest of the world has abandoned you.
Well, you know how it is. Life goes on.
Thanks for those comforting words.
That's
Well,
right.
goodbye and
Don't you
good
worry
luck.
about it.
Thanks, Doc.
Okay. So can I just go to find him? Go on. Oh,
Doctor,
What is it?
you haven't taken my blood pressure.
everyone's English. All of the patients in here are well-to-do English gentlemen. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Put a thing on there. Do the pumpy pump.
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
What?
Of course I am.
No, you're not. Dr. Monroe never did it like that.
Well,
I can't take a satisfactory reading while you're excited like this. I'll come back later.
true. See you later. For now, I need to go and find. Yep. Oh,
Oh,
What now?
you didn't.
I know I didn't. Okay. So, there's obviously something else I've got to do to be able to get there.
Okay, let's try again.
Now,
You don't have the first
if I remember
idea what
right,
you're doing.
I'll come back.
yeah, I'll come back. I think I remember. So, if I remember right, I need to go back to the sort of entrance area of the hospital, and right there. Now,
You don't have the first
if I go back to the entrance of the hospital, and one of those doctors there needs to come and do the blood pressure, if I remember correctly. I think. Where did I go? Can't remember where I went. This way? There we go. Come on then. One of these guys is gonna do the blood pressure.
Hey, Benoit.
No, not Benoit. Benoit?
Yes, sir?
Talk to me
Do you
about...
know the nurse on ward?
No, monsieur. This is my... I can't do... I was talking about... I didn't mean to get...
Yeah, wrong
See you later.
person.
Right.
This guy. Because he's got to have a... There's got to be a reason for him
Excuse
milling
me,
about
sir.
here.
You must be the new boy.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right, I am.
Be.
Well, stop wandering about and make yourself useful. Bunny, come here, boy.
Bunny?
This is Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him?
Do your own babysitting, Gramps. Who do you think you are, anyhow?
I am Felix Hagenmeyer.
And may I say what an honor it is to meet you in person.
Absolute honor to meet you,
You
dude.
are on my medical wall of fame. Right up there with Pasteur and Leary. I look on it as a privilege, no, an honor, to look after your nephew, sir.
George.
He is fresh out of medical school. It will open his eyes to see a real doctor on
Oh, a real doctor, you wait.
I'll bet.
You're going to see a real
Show him
doctor.
around. Let him see some real suffering.
Wow. So, I think I got to give him the...
Look what Nurse Grendel...
Ah, yes. It reassures...
No, I need to give it to him,
So-
don't I? Let's talk to
Hey,
him.
Benoit.
Hey, Benoit.
There's no need to shout. What do you want?
Have this.
Here, take this pressure gauge.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something.
Oh, well, I got something in
I'm
mind
right
for you.
behind you, sir.
Got something in mind for you, mate. He looks a little bit like a shorter, wider version of George. Got a lot in common, these two, haven't they? Right, so I think what I need to do is tell him to use it on the dude, and while he's doing it, then I walk past.
Could you take a... His name is...
What's his problem?
He's delirious. He's recovering...
I'll have
Which
him
one?
up and about before you can say...
Bed free. I've already been chatting to him.
Hello? Anybody home?
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Stobbart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem is you stayed in bed too
see.
long.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're a qualified
Your legs don't work.
doctor?
You better believe it.
Why would you not think I'm a qualified doctor, eh?
She's a very efficient young woman.
Efficient?
Yes, indeed.
You make her sound like a vacuum cleaner.
I've no complaints.
What?
What can you tell me about...
He's the man.
I've already asked him that, haven't I?
room was mine before I was tossed out like a common...
Common squatter.
See you later.
See you later, mate. Right, I've got to talk to him.
Hey, Benoit.
Come and do the... Come and do the... Come and do the blood pressure.
Yes, sir.
Do the blood
Are
pressure.
you ready with that pressure gauge?
Primed and ready to pump, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Him.
Use it on Eric Sopmarsh.
Okay.
The little images of them in the top in the bottom corner then. Now I can go. What's this? Why even allow me to click on it if there's nothing
I'm
doing?
Dr. Stobbart.
Bonjour, docteur.
Okay.
Have you heard of a guy called Marquet?
He's in quarantine, doc. Right behind this here door.
Marquet is just the man I wanted to see.
I wouldn't go in there if I was you.
Why not?
He has Anthrax.
Anthrax? Great band. Is he listening
I
to?
have to visit my patient.
What for?
Routine. I have to check he's still breathing.
What if he's not?
I'll sign the certificate and register his bed as vacant.
That's a cold and distant attitude to death.
Well, I've been institutionalized
Yeah,
to the
we've all
point
been
of
there.
godlike aloofness.
The white coat suits you.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Can I go in then? What?
Have you seen any suspicious characters
Obsessed
on
with
the
these
ward?
guys, isn't he?
Yeah, I have.
A gorilla and a weasel?
No.
What?
This was a tatty old bear.
How's the bear acting suspiciously?
Well, he was wearing a humbug.
Is that against the law?
No, but it's pretty weird for a bear.
Don't you think it's possible that the bear was a man in disguise?
Yeah.
Well, obviously,
point.
I'm not completely stupid. But who would go to the bother of disguising himself as a bear? It's not as if
I'll tell
he'd
you
blend
who.
in with the surroundings. I
Khan.
checked with base to see if any bears had been reported missing from the zoo or a traveling circus. They told me to sit tight until reinforcements arrive. I guess they're right. I'd be stupid to tackle a bear single-handed.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Right, can I go in now?
Catch you later.
Au revoir, Doc. If you see that bear, kick him in the nuts.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, I'll do that.
Rather you than me, pal.
Get in there. Don't get anthrax. Oh. Jesus Christ.
Marquet?
Yes, I am Marquet. I've been expecting you.
You have?
Well, what are you waiting for? Get it over with.
I just want to know what I should do with the gem.
The Lahmar gem.
Yeah, right here in my pocket.
I thought you were one of the assassin.
Not me. I never inhaled.
So
Just don't
you
inhale
will sit
and you'll be fine,
in my
basically.
place.
Don't worry about anthrax.
You could hardly make the trip to Ireland in your condition. What should I do with the gem?
Deliver it to the Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. Grandmaster Sexy.
Him that I have found the tripod. Right here in Paris.
What, you have it?
Not yet, but it's being taken care of. I hired a couple of stooges with a flair
Stooges.
for
The gorilla and the
petty
weasel.
crime.
Would that be Flap and Guido by any chance?
Catchy names.
Know them?
We've met. What about the Hashashin?
Is more likely to have followed Klausner. He'll stop at nothing to prevent the reforging of the sword.
And that's bad, is it?
As for Klausner, he has gone off to Syria on a wild goose chase.
They have geese in Syria?
He has a theory about the location of
Jesus.
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of course.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. If Herr Hagenmeyer was to hear that...
Okay, I'm going. I'd learned all I could from Marquet anyhow.
Ah, there you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you. I finished with your pressure gauge.
Thanks, Bunny.
Nice one. Cheers,
What's
dude.
that noise? It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
It's all right. The doctor's in there with him.
He'll be fine. Or maybe not.
Are you sure he was a doctor?
Oui, monsieur. He showed me his ID. It was Dr. Braille.
There's no Dr. Braille working here.
He's an imposter. The door's locked. Help me, officer.
Quick!
Stand back, monsieur.
Get yourself in there. Oh. Blam. The doctor was an imposter. Oh, but I'm an imposter too. George is an imposter. There was an imposter doctor. And Marquet is dead.
I found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Why is Nico
Yeah,
just
he talked.
chilling in the
For
apartment
the very
waiting for me?
last time.
He's dead.
Yeah, killed in cold blood by a bogus doctor.
That's despicable. What kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor
Ugh.
and take advantage of a dying man?
What kind of man indeed?
Was it Khan?
No, I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan. He got away out the window.
Absolutely devastated. Um,
Have you ever heard of the Hashi Ashin?
No.
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
His biggest enemy was the bogus doctor.
Don't remind me. That guy was evil. He had wild, staring eyes like a dead fish.
fish eyes,
I'll
man.
never trust a doctor again. Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
Must have been.
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves.
Where next, Nico?
I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one, Rosso or Sergeant Moo? Oh, but you're referring to Andre.
I'll let you work it out.
No, I want to know. Which weirdo? Which weirdo are we talking about? I need to go back to the museum, I believe. Is that right, Pitufo? Do I need to go back to the museum now? Musée Krun. Is it maybe a different dude to be in there this time?
You have left it very late.
Yes, there
Late
is
for
a
what?
different
Anything?
dude just over
I am
there.
closing the museum soon. You wouldn't
Exactly
like
what
to
I
get
wanted to
locked
see.
in. I can tell you, not in this gallery.
Why not?
It is haunted, monsieur.
You don't believe in ghosts, surely.
Oh, yes, I do. 7 years ago, a lad managed to hide in here. He made a bet with his friends, I suppose. When I found him in the morning, he was cold as ice and stiff as a board.
Well, what was the cause of death?
What happened to
They
him?
said it was a brain tumor. But on his face was a look of stark, desperate terror such as I have never seen before.
Scary.
Alright, mate. Not interested.
it.
Let me go and speak to that dude.
I beg your pardon. Are you Andre Lobineau?
Gotta be.
That's me. You want my autograph?
Alright.
No,
Okay,
I
yourself.
was told you may be able to help me. Help? My name is George Stobbart. I'd like your professional opinion.
Well, okay, shoot.
Lots and lots to ask this guy.
Does the name Montfaucon mean anything to you?
Sure, it was the most grisly spectacle in Paris until the Revolution.
A public toilet?
Montfaucon
Nice.
was the place of execution for many thousands. A dark temple of death, with row upon row of arches, each one framing a grim exhibit. Scores of rotting corpses swung on creaking rope, while the crows devoured their flesh.
That explains the image of the hanged man.
Pitufo says
found a
I need
reference
to steal the
to
tripod.
In Ireland, in a village called
Interesting.
Lochman.
How am I gonna
That's
do
where
that?
Pegram was digging.
That's
Yeah.
right. He'd left the excavation before I arrived.
I've done a lot of good stuff in Lochmar, mate.
Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
The second week of July?
Maybe. Yes, it was, just before Bastille Day.
So Pegram was in Paris at the same time as the other victims.
Pardon? Victims of what?
Nothing. Just thinking aloud.
What?
He was responsible
Tell
for
me
the
about a Knights
extermination
Templar.
of the Knights Templar.
I know that. But why was Philip so hot to get rid of them?
Mostly because he wanted to get his hands on their treasure. He had an enormous debt and a lifelong war with England to fund. The trouble was, the Templars were a highly respected holy order.
If the Templars were so powerful, how did this Philippe dude wipe them out?
By underhanded, dishonorable means, of course. The Pope was Clement V, a Frenchman.
French, huh? Handy for Philippe.
Fate had nothing to do with it. He was Philippe's puppet, planted to further his political ambitions. Philippe wanted the wealth of the Templars and used Clement to get it.
Okay. Anything else?
So what was Philippe's plan? What happened?
I guess I need to keep
Sealed
talking
orders
about
were
this
sent
stuff
out all
until
over
the icons
France,
are gone.
not to be opened until the appointed day. That day was Friday, July 13th. That's the origin of our superstition regarding that date. At dawn, throughout the whole of France, the Templars were arrested. It was the biggest bust in the history of the world.
What happened to the Templars after their arrest?
Philippe was out for blood, so he handed the Templars over to the Inquisition. Not surprisingly, they confessed to a sensational and sordid list of blasphemies.
Like what?
Oh, the sort of things you read about in the gutter press. Devil worship, lewd sexual
going on, isn't
practices, spitting on the Holy Cross, that kind of thing.
Well, that must have given their lawyers some headaches.
Whether or not the accusations were true, this was not good publicity. Most of the charges were probably cooked up, but so were the Templars. Literally. Hundreds of them were found guilty of heresy and flamed grilled at the stake. They died protesting their innocence.
But surely Philippe had no proof of his charges against the Templars.
A man will admit anything under torture. The Inquisition fabricated some nonsensical demon called Baphomet, and then suggested to
Stealing the
victims
tripod
that this was what they
It's
worshipped.
pretty difficult if I
They
remember
didn't
right.
have to agree.
The records show a Templar coming to trial with both feet burnt off. Fragments of flesh and charred bone falling from the stumps. What would you not admit to stop such torment?
So there was no truth at all in the Baphomet accusations?
Not a shred. Almost every victim described the idol differently. No, Baphomet never existed outside the sick minds of the Inquisitors.
So Philippe stole the Templars' riches, huh?
Oh no, they weren't stupid. The king's troops marched first on the temple in Paris, then to the Templar home port at La Rochelle. There was no trace of the treasure, and the fleet of the Knights Templar had set sail.
Nice.
Where was the site of Montfaucon?
To the northeast,
Yeah, you
the
already
old
told me that,
gibbet.
didn't you? What about this
Have
guy?
you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes.
Have you ever heard of the
It was a
Hashashin?
radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes, they gave a new word to our language. Assassini, the assassins.
How did the assassins get their name?
From
Yeah, tell 'em about the man with the
surrounding
bloody
the secrets of their
crazy eyes.
initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Cool. Do you have the address?
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
How did the assassins operate?
Well,
How they
as I
operate?
explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect
Grand
would
Master.
name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
Give me that tripod.
I think you ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
Probably by me.
Lochman tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Before the supposed event has taken place?
I heard them planning the raid.
They're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Why don't you loan the tripod to
Yeah,
me for
good idea.
safekeeping?
Because I'd never see it again.
Well, don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point.
Yeah, good point. So they don't want to give it to me.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're
Cheers, mate.
welcome.
Cheers for all your help. Right, let me just remember. I haven't saved it in a while at all. So, if I go over here. Isn't there a bit where I've got to like...
Touching an object is
Bum, bum, bum. So, to steal the tripod, I believe... What's this?
The statue didn't deserve to...
Don't maul the statue, mate. What about this?
I tried to sneak my hand in...
Case was locked. Let's go over to the sarcophagus.
Don't even think of climbing in there,
Okay.
monsieur. You'll be suffocated.
I always
Okay.
wondered how it felt to be a mummy.
So I think, I'm just trying to remember. I'm pretty sure what I've got to do is try and get in that sarcophagus and hide in it, and then once I'll get in the sarcophagus. So let me try and remember what I've got to do. I think I've got to like... I've got to open the blinds or something. And then just go and get in the... Yeah, there's the blind thing. Get yourself over there, George. Get in... I've got to open the blinds. Then he comes over to close them. And then I've got to run and get in the sarcophagus. I think. But I've got to wait for him to get I'll wait for him to get like over that side of the... He's right next to me. What are you doing watching me? So I think I open the blinds. The guard comes to close them. But I immediately need to start going over towards the sarcophagus when he does.
The rod turned smooth.
Oh, look at that. First time. Absolutely smooth. Can't believe it. Now what?
It is closing
Ha
time,
ha!
Monsieur Lobineau.
Yes,
Already,
yes, 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 yes,
there
yes.
just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, Monsieur.
Here we go. Oh, it's nighttime. Oh! Here they come. Gorilla and... He's going to steal the tripod. What do I do? I'm going to stop him. I've got a weapon, have I? George, what are you doing? Don't come out.
Hey, Guido! Look at this!
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
Can I push something? Can I push that totem pole? Oh. Oh my god.
What the... Who's there?
Let's get over
literally
here!
hit at the last second. Oh yeah, he does push the totem pole. What happened? And a fish landed on my head. Ah, oh, George has been KO'd. Who's this coming down? Wow. Back in Nico's apartment. What, so I didn't get arrested?
And when I woke up, I was at the police
Okay,
station.
I got you.
Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor George.
What a mess.
George, you were just
I
absolutely...
bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean
It was you! Oh my god,
it was
Nico!
you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be
Wow.
in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Fantastic.
Don't suck Jersey, please.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased.
There's a
After
clown in
having
this.
tripod.
Georgie.
Aren't you going to try
There were
putting
some
the
balloons,
gem on
obviously,
the
at the start.
tripod?
I guess so.
This is basically Stephen King's It. There we go.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
The gem fits perfectly, but what does that prove?
Hmm. He's taken them both. There we go.
Maybe the tripod has to be in a certain location.
There's
Montfesson.
nothing on the
That's where I gotta
manuscript to
go.
indicate where, though,
Oh,
is
that's
there?
where I gotta go. That's what he said. Talk to him about the killer.
Lobineau explained who the Hashashin were.
Yeah?
The cult of the assassins.
Oh, boy.
Very exciting. I'm gonna go there
I
then.
have to go.
Already?
Time and time.
Okay. I'll see you later.
We should be doing this together, shouldn't we? Like me and Nico. Nico? Me and Nikki. Me and Nico should be basically doing this together. We shouldn't be like separated. In the director's cut, I think you play as Nico, right? Or does that happen in this game as well? Can't remember. But yeah, I'm gonna pretty much get myself to Montfesson, where there is a clown Wow. Save. I don't know why I did it twice. Just for luck, I guess. Just make sure everything's alright. There we go. So, I'm going to call it a day now for part 3 of Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars. Made a lot of progress. Found out a lot of good stuff. And now we're in a new area. It's going well so far. So, let's call it a day. With level 1's Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars part 3. I'll play part 4 in the next few days. Pitufo, Tiltiedo, thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your guidance. I'm going to check out your stream and watch some of your videos and tune in if you go live. So yeah, brilliant. But yeah, be sure to tune in for the next part of Broken Sword. I'll do that in the next few days, probably around about the same time. So 12 p.m. British Standard Time. I'll go live and probably for about the same amount of time. But yeah, so thanks very much. Thanks again, Pitufo. It's been fun. Really enjoyed it this time. Luckily, the game audio hasn't been muted all the way through like it was last time. So, success. Yeah, I'll catch you very soon. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Bye-bye.